Hey everyone, I just wanted to give you a heads up on a very serious matter that's going on right now. I promise you my account is not hate on Uber, but somehow I've been getting a lot of feedback on Uber and their services, and this one is definitely one you're going to want to hear. So a client came in this week. She was kidnapped by her Uber driver. Thankfully, she is okay. He did end up driving her back to her home, but basically what happened was he had put the child lock on the door so she couldn't get out, and her phone had died. This is 4 o'clock in the morning. He drives to the destination of drop off, slows down, and then continues to go. She mentions, hey, my home's over here, and he says to her, I'm not taking you home, I'm taking you to my home. She was able to stay completely calm, which was probably the best thing and the only thing that's saved her life or from anything happening, was the fact that she stayed calm. And I'm assuming it's because he didn't feel like she was a threat. So he drove her to her home and he proceeded to ask her if she'd like to come in. She said, no, that's not a good idea. I don't want to go in. I really just want to go home. And then he basically drove her from his home and then took her to Scarborough Bluffs. Now, my honest opinion, I think what he did was he was trying to show Uber that he had finished his day and went home. And then I'm assuming, I don't drive for Uber, but I'm assuming that's when they stopped tracking you after that. And then he took her to Scarborough Bluffs. Again, 4 o'clock in the morning, completely pitch black. And this man drives there, stops the car and asks her if she'd like to go for a walk. She then proceeds to let him know, no, I don't want to go for a walk. I don't think it's safe to do so. I think you should just drive me home. There was a lot of back and forth. Thankfully, he didn't do anything physical. And the only way that she was able to go home was because she agreed to go out on a date with him. Thankfully, he didn't remember where she lived because thankfully Uber has that where you can't, access addresses after you've dropped someone off. So she was able to tell him to drop her off at a different location. So thankfully for that. But she has gone to the police. She has done a police report on this. And she has also reached out to Uber, and Uber's response the first time through Uber support was a 20% discount. So they gave her back $4 and change for her ride and stated that he would no longer be able to accept her rides. So I am going to post his profile, and I'm also going to post what happened after that, which is he then 2 weeks later tried to add her on social media. So this is now after the police report. This is after Uber. He is clearly still unhinged and has tried to add her on social media as well. This is absolutely scary. So after support with Uber, they closed her ticket and she wasn't able to open any more tickets with Uber. So then she was able to contact through a phone number Uber support, and there was a lot of back and forth, which is kind of sad because they kept telling her that they're going to call her back and they didn't. So she had to keep calling them back and re-explain the situation all over again. It's like they didn't even put any notes whatsoever. It was finally escalated to the legal team, and her last communication with the legal team was they said they were going to call her back. And as soon as they hung up that phone, she got an email from Uber support stating that they can no longer speak to her on this matter without an attorney present. So she has obtained legal counsel, and we have found out that Uber has multiple class action lawsuits in regards to situations just like this one, and some even worse. Is it public? No, I don't understand why. So I would definitely be very cautious when ordering a transportation service within the city, because they are still driving out there. This person is still allowed to drive for Uber at this time. So he could be picking up any one of you. Thankfully in this situation, because she was able to stay calm, she was able to go home safely. But I can't promise that that is going to be something that's going to happen to someone else. Especially like for me, I probably would have been freaking out. I'm going to be completely honest. I think I would have been like a crying mess, probably kicking and screaming. God only knows. That's just my fight or flight. So I'm going to post here what his profile looked like from his Uber profile, and also his, the Facebook profile.